Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, from Fort Clark Springs, Texas, in my tiny home today. It was a little warm yesterday, and I didn't want to listen to that loud air conditioner in the RV, my Class C RV, so I came over here to the tiny home and slept here last night. And I've got my breakfast fixed in the kitchen right now, and here's old Romeo saying, "Good morning." He's not too sharp, but he's a good dog. When you say stay, he stays. But anyway, uh, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It's right now. So, with that in mind, if there's anything you want to do, I suggest you get busy doing it. And then what else? Never worry about what you cannot change. And a lot of people do. Why? I don't know. I hear it every day. But be that as it may, I've been living in an RV a long time. The RV's over there, and I got a tiny home right next to it. Got the RV under cover, got the house here with a screened-in porch. So life is good here in the fast lane. And hey, Google, what's the temperature at Fort Clark Springs, Texas?
In Fort Clark Springs, it's currently 71 degrees.
71 with a high of 82. And it cools down, I think, Thursday or Friday into the 50s, 60s. And then it'll probably be like that all the way through, gosh, who knows? But anyway, hey Google, what is the coldest temperature recorded in Fairbanks, Alaska?
66 degrees below zero.
God,
On the website weather.com,
66 degrees below zero. Is that cold? Jeez, that is so cold. Uh, it says the coldest temperature recorded in Alaska is 80 degrees below zero. 80. Jesus, boy. That's cold to me. I don't know what the coldest temperature you've ever been in is. Coldest temperature I've ever been in, it was in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, and I think it got down to like minus 10 or something. But yeah, that's anything below zero is freaking cold. I mean, I'm telling you. So what else have we got today? The noon video, I don't know. I don't have one yet. I think I'm going to do a triking video. Trike Man is going to triketh today, and so we'll probably do that. But let's start off these comments this morning with Annette Funicello from the Mouseketeers. I would have called the sheriff's department and let them know she's out there. That was on the mystery lady. Who knows how or why she's there, but she definitely needs help. That goes both ways. Some sicko could pick her up and kill her. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just happened to notice it, and I don't think anything happened. This is on the mystery lady. Here you go. This is Hap Sowen. Says, I absolutely hunt for food. I fish for food too. I prefer the most organic and locally sourced food I can get. It doesn't cover 10% of what I eat, but I celebrate it a little. The only thing you got to worry about, when you're catching fish out of these streams and lakes and stuff, is how clean is the water they're in, and the rivers too. And as far as the deer meat, I don't know. I think if you cook it well done, you're probably okay. But they do have worms, trichina, and I can't remember the other one. But yeah, they get them. But anyway, we'll get up here to holiday ornaments. Mystery lady. Medicare. Here's a response. Medicare also pays for what they call a wellness test. That is a code for a stupid mental test. My advice is don't do it unless you are very sharp about adding numbers in your head and repeating them backwards. You will probably flunk it and be told you have age-related decline, which is guaranteed to ruin your day. No, I'm not going to do that. No, thank you though. We'll go up here to Der Trixa. Thumbs up to you. Greetings to Der Trixa on the North Sea of Germany. This is John Bruce on Mystery Lady, but I was also talking about getting older. He says, getting older, what the heck are you talking about? Something that will never happen. Well, I don't know. I mean, age is easy to do. I mean, it just wake up and you're a day older. This is on Mystery Lady. Mark H says, count yourself lucky. They secretly dumped out 38 illegals from 4 different countries in our community of 1,600 population 2 nights ago. Well, We got a mess, I guess. Well, if we could, I don't know if we can, but if we could enforce the immigration laws we have and everybody came in legally, be wonderful, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be. Anyway, Scotty Thompson, cool comment called. Thank you, Scotty Thompson, the mass bowler from Wisconsin. He also says, nice striped shirt, Rusty. That was yesterday. Thank you, Scotty. Enjoy your day. Mark Reynolds says, great drive video. Yeah, it was a fun day. I was enjoying myself. Sherry Hooker. Hello, Sherry Hooker on Mystery Lady. My son has a huge rack on his wall, but his family ate every ounce of edible meat. I'm not fond of trophy hunting, but the hunters here in Georgia donate a lot of meat to an organization that feeds a lot of hungry people. Yeah, I'm sure, I'm just talking about for me. I don't really care to hunt. I did years ago, and grew up on a farm, and we killed and butchered a lot of animals, a lot. And so, I'm just talking about me. If you want to hunt, you go hunt. But everybody, it's a funny thing. I can say, for me in the video, but nobody hears that. They think I'm getting after them. I'm being rude or something. But anyway, enough said. Maria Clark, is Bracketville safe to live? I'm looking for land in Fort Clark. No, it's not. That's why I live here, because it's dangerous. Shift into high. I didn't know Medicare paid for an annual checkup. Interesting. Totally agree with your view on health. Doing same. My last clinic visit, they told me I needed 3 jabs or they wouldn't run the blood work. I just stood up and walked out. Didn't say a thing. Haven't been back. Luckily, I have 2, I don't know what this means, nature pass to get help from. But anyway, good luck. Shift into high. King for a day. Rusty, a word of caution. Medicare does not consider a physical and a wellness visit the same thing. No, they actually pay for a physical. I don't know what yours does. I mean, they've paid for mine years ago. I mean, but anyway, whatever it is, it is. I'm going to go get a blood work and stuff. Thank you. SJ Bach. He said, I wouldn't have pulled over for the mystery lady either, because I might have notified local law enforcement about her for 2 reasons: to check on her to see if she was in some kind of distress or danger, if she was involved in some kind of criminal activity, or what. Yeah, believe me, the law enforcement will have checked on her 6 times, because they travel that highway quite often. So I'm sure she had been seen by law enforcement, or at least Border Patrol. King for a day on Mystery Lady says, yeah, no telling who might be hiding in the bushes. That area I would suspect on undocumented individual, or whether PC term is, or whatever PC term is used nowadays. Yeah, Boondocking with Dennis. Check his channel out on YouTube. Good evening, Rusty. Enjoyable ride and chat. And he also says, howdy, Rusty. Best way to start the day, every day. Appreciate you. You got it. Just appreciate it. Thank you, Dennis. Dale Pointer. He's got a little poem here. We'll see what we've got here. It says, back roads and trophies. The back roads of America, and animal trophies on the wall, and hamburgers at a Whataburger, mayonnaise, mustard, mayonnaise, and all. Walking food, I say, the cow, chicken, or deer meat, a trophy hanging up high, skinned, cleaned, and ready to eat. No chicken heads hanging above, singing bass on a polished base. Cows made into rugs, each may have its own place. Yeah, it's true. Why don't we mount chicken heads? Thank you, Dale Pointer, for the morning poetry. Spiderhead. When something seems too good to be true, beautiful young woman walking along the road, it is too good to be true. No, I agree with you. It's a trap, or I think it was. He also, Spiderhead says, good morning, my friend. Good morning to you. Sashi Smith. Hi, Rusty. Pretty drive. Good share. Mysterious. My grandsons love to ask me how old I am. Then they say you're old, and I chuckle, but they are 5 and 6 years old. Yeah, and to them you're ancient. Well, they don't even think about that though. They're not thinking about age at that point. They're just floating through the universe. Drill sergeant, uh, says, been punished before. I would have stopped to ask her if she was okay and if she needed to call anyone. It helps if humanity remains human. I always have my equalizer with me and don't mind using it if I have to. Well, that's fine. You do you, and I do me. Makes it easy, doesn't it? Louis Paparella says, hope you were carrying. No, I don't carry all the time. If I felt like I had to carry a weapon all the time around here, I wouldn't live here. No, no. I don't go around like Jesse James or Billy the Kid. I just different strokes for different folks. If you feel like you need to do that, do it. Louis Paparella, I read that. Troy P. Sounds much like you take life so much for granted, acting as if you will be around forever. I do. I actually do believe that. It says, I've seen many people in my time that had perfect health and they became sick. Well, if that happened, what could you do about it? Nothing. What could they do about it? Nothing. So why worry about it? What I'm saying is, I'm not worried about it. Thank you, Troy. B.J. Smith, she would have done better if she had a bicycle. Men would be more inclined to stop, get robbed and accosted, and be made to endure significant bodily pain. Just saying for a friend. Thank you, B.J. Smith. Ted Walker, maybe the mystery lady got in an argument with her boyfriend, and he stopped and pushed her out. Or she got mad at him and said, stop and let me out, so he did. Who knows? No, I agree with that. It could have been a million things. No one knows. We're just speculating. And that's what we do in life. We spend our life speculating. That's it. We don't know anything. We just speculate. We just fire bullets from our vocal cords and hope they hit a target. Nomadic fenceman, he said I'd had to stop. Leaving a distance between us, of course, would have been a firearm close by. She would have to ride in the bed if the truck. When you get to town, all she'd have to do is say you assaulted her, and off to jail you go. Yeah, well, again, a lot of speculation. I don't know, but that's interesting. Big Boss Man, maybe the young lady was out for her morning walk. That's true. It says, was there a ranch house or ranch in the area, or did she get dumped off like an unwanted cat? I don't know. And as far as ranch houses, yeah, there's some around there, but my God, they're miles away. And I don't know. And here's somebody that wrote something in Spanish. That was on the CO2 BB pistol. Thank you, Sergio. Justin Melhoff. Hey, Rusty, I just looked it up, and for the male and female, it's 77 years old. Have a good day, my friend. That's the average lifespan in the USA. Thank you, Justin. Donnie Bram, sounds like a lot lizard. Yeah, whatever that is. I know what it is. You don't have to tell me. This is Jason's Texas Adventures. Very mysterious. Could definitely be a trap. Best to keep on driving. These days, you never know. Yeah, that's true. I think it's been true forever. I remember when I grew up in South Texas. I grew up in Kennedy, Texas, Kennedy, one N. And, not too far from us was a little town named Pettus, and then another little town 32 miles away called Beeville. And they had a Navy air base there. And anyway, but a preacher was driving from Beeville to Kennedy, and as he passed through the little town of Pettus, Texas, there was a hitchhiker. And this is the story that got out. But the truth part of it is, the hitchhiker he picked up killed him and stole his car. And this was way back in the 1950s when things were really pretty safe for hitchhikers. But anyway, that always stuck in my mind. What a way to get a car. You just hitchhike until some dummy picks you up, and then you pop them and push them out and got you a new car to drive for a while, and whatever money they've got, and credit cards for a while. Anyway, Jason's Texas Adventures. Oh, yeah, it says, yeah, I read that. Larry at Large. I have 2.5 months experience being 77. Piece of cake. Yeah, you think of all the numbers you've done and how easy they were. 1 was easy, 15 was easy, 50 was easy. they're all easy. If you live through them, they're okay. Anyway, moving along here. Yeah, I've got about 5 months experience being age 77, and I've gotten really good at it. Woo, woo. That's a big dog bark. Here's a little dog bark. Arf, arf. Remember Jonathan Winters? He did that skit about the old dog. He's pretty good. We'll do two more here. Alf Pup says, I think the blood pressure guidelines are based on decreasing your risk of heart attack and stroke. So at such and such blood pressure, you have a 25% reduction in risk for stroke. For example, it's not based on averages. You are 77 and you have 77,000 subscribers. Yeah, if I live to be 100, you think I'll get 100,000? Last one here. Anita Blades on the Mystery Lady. Super Beets, Beets, Beets. Super Beets vitamins can fix a lot of things you were talking about. Smoking can slow down ability to do those things. Even ladies can fix that problem you said they can sometimes have. Just saying, even at 70, so I have heard. Well, whatever, I'd agree with you, I guess. Let's see if we got one more here. Yeah, let's do two more here. Evan Hodge says the city person has no fact in their assumptions of their food supply, no expertise and no reality. They never check either. This guy's got an attitude. Years back in the 80s, I gave two men a ride for 200 miles. We got where we were going after I told them ghost stories the whole way. 2 weeks later, I found out they got in a knife fight with each other. That's interesting, Evan. Thank you very much. Last one, Patricia Reddick. Thanks for the great talk, Rusty. Lots of good information. Stay safe and well. And you too, all of you for that matter. And so this is Rusty 78609 from Fort Clark Springs, Texas, on a nice morning in my tiny new home with a new roof. How about that? But anyway, guys, thumbs up. Woof, woof, woof. Thumbs up. Carpe diem. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem. Adios. This is the Carpe diem clock in its own time. Carpe diem. Adios. Bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you a penny. You just click on the link and go to Amazon and buy whatever you choose. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty easy. And then to keep your health, drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you will not want to eat so much as in snack, And the only way to lose weight and keep it off is to eat less. And you know it and I know it. And yeah, get a smaller plate. That helps a lot. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress. And relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Sure it is. Do it several times a day. And then what else? Stretch. 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 Swivel, swivel, swivel. Walk, walk, walk. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately, and you may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought you have, every memory, everything. So give your neurons something positive to work with. Don't watch the negative news. That's your choice. You watch whatever you want to. My recommendation is if you don't want to have high blood pressure and be miserable, don't watch the news. But again, that's your choice. And then what else? Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on, adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha until the noon video, which might be a Trican video, I'm not sure, but it'll be something and we'll just keep on going. Boom, 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 boom. Carry on, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye. I like my place. I do. I slept good last night, man. Adios.